Yeah. What sounds, I hear you, man.
Hi guys.
Hey y'all. Wow, it's been a
minute.
It's been a minute. We took a little break.
Yes.
We had to get ourselves together. Had to regroup.
We missed you guys.
We really did.
However, we were in the streets doing street interviews.
That's what we were doing.
Especially with this last topic, which was...
Wait, before we get into that topic, I am Sean Clark, the Vision. Lyric! And who might you be, young lady?
I am Michelle Walker.
Yeah, so like she said, we were out in the streets, getting some interviews, and what was the question?
If the father is unfaithful...
That's right.
...to a mother, does it affect his relationship with his child?
Permanently.
And we found with the street interviews that men and women feel very, very differently on this topic.
Not to cut you off, let's just go to it.
I think it's just unique to the individual. If you're in your relationship like a business, you can commit to it no matter what circumstance it is and you'll ride it out. If it's an emotional situation and you don't like it and you're not down with that, then you don't have to deal with that, and the kids just gotta get in where they fit in and they'll grow up and come to form their own opinion when they get older.
I say because once you do it once, you always do it, and once you lost that trust, I think that you just can't trust them again.
And your child won't forgive you.
Exactly.
Well, no, I disagree.
Wait, see, come in. What's your name, sir?
It's what you impose on your child that makes the child decide which way the child wants to go.
Exactly.
If you impose what you feel on the child, then that's when the child will resent the father.
I personally didn't think anybody could get over it. That was my point.
Yeah, I just think it's possible. You'll get over it.
I think
feel
for
better.
women it's even harder.
And that's not what
turn your heart cold.
That's not what the young lady said who didn't want to show her face on camera.
No,
she said that her sons were more on the father's side.
That's what she felt.
But
she was speaking from an adult's point of view. She wasn't speaking from
the children,
from a child's point of view. But the conclusion we came to is
don't cheat.
Don't cheat. Hey, the topic.
But you look really good today.
No, I don't.
You know, it's funny. I look at you, right? I look at you, all the time. But like when we're on camera, and I'm like, I'm looking into the camera because we can see ourselves. We can see ourselves. That's why we're looking at ourselves. We're not looking at the camera. See, this is what happens when we look at the camera. We can't do that. So we look at ourselves, and I'm looking at Michelle, and I'm like, wow, she is gorgeous. I got me a good girl.
No, he's doing that because I had an emotional day today. Yeah. I'm a crier.
She's a beautiful crier. She is the best looking crier I've ever seen in my life.
I was just filled with emotions. But all
right, so here's the next topic.
This week's topic is
abortion.
Abortion.
Ooh, that's a toughie.
It is a toughie, and I feel like it's extremely tough on women.
And I think so too. And I think it's extremely not just as hard, but I think it's hard for the male also.
And this is why we disagree on this. And this is why the question is:
in a relationship, should the man, should the boyfriend, should the husband have a say so on whether you have an abortion or not?
No. Nope.
See, and I totally disagree with that.
I strongly think that the man's job in that situation, if abortion is the question, that his job is to just be supportive of the decision that the female makes. Ideally, I think the guy should go, oh, of course, I would love to have a child with you. But if you don't want to,
let's get married and have kids.
If you don't want to, I will be fine with that too. If you want to, let's do this together.
I feel
like his job is truly to go whichever way she's going.
To support.
Period.
But my thing is, I think you should consider the man because it's his child also. I know you guys carry it for 9 months. I know you go through the pain and the agony.
Right.
No, I understand that.
The emotions.
I understand that, but
I'm not, but
we have an emotional attachment to the baby also. You understand what I'm saying? And I just feel like sometimes, well, most times, I mean, this is another topic, but sometimes men's feelings are looked over. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, and I feel like
in that situation,
that's another topic. But in this situation, I just feel like, it's our baby. It's your body, but it's our baby, and I just think that we should kind of talk it out.
But you see this, I think I understand what he's saying, but the fact is that to decide to have a baby, go ahead.
No, not to cut you. I'm sorry, boo, because Yeah, this is payback.
Good.
But no, a lot of times, you know, women, they make abortion the first option because they're scared. I mean, they're not where they want to be, or the couple.
And that's
they're
exactly
not
why the man should be supportive in either direction.
No, I understand that, but I feel like
I also feel like women make the decision to have a child because of a man, and I don't think they should do that either.
Well, I've heard a lot of people say, I don't know how true this is, but you're never prepared to have a child.
Yeah, I heard that too.
A lot, right?
Yeah.
And I guess it means, I mean, you might not plan for it, but if it happens, you can find a way to work it out. It's just like with anything else. You can work it out if you put your mind to it. Your mind and your heart to it.
You know, and I'll say this, and I want to make this really clear. I feel like let's say teen mom or whatever, they, just because you have the baby and the child didn't die doesn't mean that you dealt with it. Mm-hmm. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I feel like some of the chaos that goes on with teenagers today is because of a parent being a teen mom. So you don't feel the effects of the unpreparation for a child until the child is actually a teenager. Mm-hmm. I hope I made that clear. Mm-hmm. So I feel like just because you had the baby and, you know, you fed them means that you did it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I feel like it just takes. It takes.
Well, I'm just speaking as a 33-year-old man.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you said, you know, you make do, but I don't feel like that's enough for raising a child.
No, I don't think it's just making do. I mean, some people are rich but bad parents.
Of course,
right? That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm not only talking about money. Let's not get that twisted. I'm not only talking about money at all.
Then, because the thing is, I feel like that's the biggest issue. Money is the biggest issue. Anything outside of that is unpredictable. Because I'll never know if I'm prepared. I mean, once I'm financially stable, well, then I think I'm okay.
Yeah, but if you're depressed and fighting with your partner, then I think you are unprepared.
Yeah, but then it's just like, yeah, you're right. No, you're right.
To be paid.
I just want to speak in our situation, right? If that was to happen, I would like to speak about it. I like us to kind of communicate.
And because I love him, I would act like his opinion made a difference.
Oh, that's so mean.
But in actuality, I feel like it is my decision, and as my partner,
I don't think that's not
his
fair.
Choice is just to
be
in support of me. I feel like, but he's saying it's not fair, right? But
that's not fair.
Is this fair? When a couple gets pregnant, only one person is actually pregnant.
But listen,
only one person has to go through emotional changes. Only one person has to go through bodily changes. Only one person has to push out a human being.
But then you need to talk. You need to talk to God about that. You need to hit him up on Facebook.
Right, but the way you fix it, listen.
I'm listening.
The way you fix it is that it is unbalanced. It is unfair. So the way to fix it is that the unfairness comes back where he has no choice in the matter.
No, but that's not fair because
it's unfair that only one person can say. The unbalance is that the woman has to go through everything.
But we didn't do that.
No, the woman has to go through everything.
But that's not our fault.
The woman has to stop drinking if she drinks. The woman has to be looked at.
I'll stop drinking with you.
As for you don't drink anyway.
Oh,
the woman can't go to parties 8 months pregnant. Can't ride on a plane. All these restrictions and things that she has to go through that the man doesn't have to go through.
But who says the man doesn't have to go through it?
The most that he could do is to let her decide whether she wants to do that to herself or not.
Hold on. The man has to go through it with you just as much as you do. I'm lying. No, not just as much.
Not just as much.
But all the mood swings, who has to deal with it? No sex? Who has to deal with it?
I don't know.
Hold on. The late nights going out because you got a craving. The late night cravings. The throwing up all over the place. Who has to clean it up?
No, that's the least he could do.
Who has to drive you around all the time? And when you go on maternity leave, well, who has to work? Because you don't get paid to go on maternity leave.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't. Not as an actress. Not if you out of a job for 9 months, you out of the game.
No.
The thing is, we go through stuff too. Stop. That's what I mean.
No. I'm not saying you don't go through things.
But
I'm saying it's not to be compared.
No, but but there are some comparisons. You can
No,
compare
it's to
a
be
little bit,
considered. It's not to be compared.
but it's never considered.
it is considered.
No, it's not. Look at your face. Look at your mannerism.
What?
You're like. Well, yeah. Well, it's considered.
Well, let us
Look,
know.
I thought about it.
No, let us know what you think. And ladies,
Please.
don't be idealistic. Be real. Be
Oh,
honest.
I think
be
they're gonna be real on this one.
Be real. Do you feel like do you agree with Sean in that
Men should have
men should have a say in
and
whether the woman gets an abortion or doesn't get an abortion?
hmm
My opinion is no. A man should have no say.
Okay, and
His job is to truly
all right,
be
boo-boo.
the supporter.
Boo-boo.
So
okay,
no.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Sounds, I hear you, man.